Good morning, Sebago Language Arts. It's Friday, April 9th, 2021. I am off getting my second vaccine. I will be invincible after this. I'll be unfathomably strong like a butterfly. I will have happiness. I'll be blue. I will have spiritual strength. I'll wear the number 12 on my shirt and all that good stuff. So today we're going to create our own character. We'll be using the character creation worksheet, which is the exact same thing with some extra instructions of the characterization worksheet. It'll be linked in Classroom. Should be able to find it. If not, please reach out to myself or Mr. Chapin. We should be able to help you out. So, in creating your own character, the learning target will be I can engage and orient the reader by introducing a narrator and or character. So in your case, it's going to be a character, and basically just filling in that worksheet. Hopefully, you've done some thinking about this. Creating something brand new is fun, I think. And if you don't think it's fun for you, at least give it a shot. You might find that it's fun. You're always respectful. I don't even need to worry about that. The do now is exactly like the rest of the do nows. We'll watch this video. Click the link. Watch the video. It's a Pixar short called Lifted. And there's two characters. Choose one of them. Choose one thing about that character and provide something that action or dialogue or whatever tells us about that character. So like we've been doing every day, just practicing seeing someone or something and having a emotional response to it. The rest of the assignment will be completed in the worksheet, which will be linked. Find it right here. It looks exactly the same. And we'll just go through it real quick. So the name, your character's name, you want it to reflect who they are. If it's a strong character, you want to give them a strong name. If it's a weak character, you want to give them a weaker name. Things like that. Stereotypically weaker. Maybe your character starts out stereotypically weak but becomes strong, and that name completely changes. And it might be a good idea to do this step last after you've created the character, then give them a name. Moving on to direct characterization, adjectives that you use to describe your character. Imagine you're writing your character rather than just filling in this thing. What descriptive words would you use? There's, on the first page here, there's some things: aggressive, ambitious, loyal, manic, manipulative, moody, trustworthy. Those are all the kinds of things, rather than short, fat, tall, skinny. Leave those for the physical appearance part of it. And feel free to use Google to search around for things that will describe your character. So actions, your character's actions. I'm going to give a detailed description of the actions. My example is, if instead of just saying that he or she runs, like they go jogging or whatever, say they run marathons, or they run through the woods, or they run from bad circumstances in their lives, or they run from bears or something like that. They're, give more context to describe what the action is. Character's physical appearance. Remember what Stephen King told us: too much will be too much and will bore your reader. But you do need to provide enough detail so that your reader can paint a picture in their head of who this character is. Character's dialogue, ideally between your character and another person. However, since we don't have access to another character until we get to the exceeds, just provide some things that your character may say and how they say them. The examples from the reading yesterday, you can certainly open up that article again and look through it. But maybe they call their friends pal or buddy, and maybe they call their friends friend. Um, and how they say them. Do they talk with a drawl, or do they say things really, really fast, or um, you know, do they say them slowly? So all of those things in the dialogue tell us what your character is like. Others characters' reactions, how other characters react to your character. Are they scared of them? Do they want to be around them all the time? Are they super popular? Are they funny? Are they a total downer? Those are the kinds of things I want you to include in there. Your character's private thoughts. Um, since it's only the character that you're creating at this point, a lot of it might just be their private thoughts. But if you can't think of private thoughts, maybe they, sing a song. They sing a lullaby from their childhood because their development was stunted somehow. Poems they recite, or songs that they sing, or maybe things that they doodle on a napkin while they're waiting for a cup of coffee, or ... Provide any of that internal stuff that is not going to be obvious. And there's an exceeds option. Just grab a secondary character. It could be somebody that's already exists, or you could just make up a secondary character. They don't have to be too detailed. And then have a short conversation between the two characters, providing how they speak and what they say, focusing on the character that you just created here. The secondary character's dialogue just has to move that scene along. So just 3 lines of dialogue, and make sure that the conversation tells us something about your character. So that seems to be it for today. Please turn both in when you are finished. I can't wait to see what your creative minds come up with. I've been impressed since January with all of you, and I'm super excited to read this over the weekend. So, happy writing. We'll see ya.